sincerity. Then the giggles bubbled up, and the more we tried to hold the snickers in, the funnier it got. Even though we knew we should stop, we couldn't. Somehow, knowing we shouldn't laugh made us laugh even harder. Dad calls it church giggles. Cliché hiccuped, Marquis snorted, and Janie sprayed spit as her cackle cut loose, causing the four of us to burst into even louder uncontrollable laughter. Yes, Janie tried to save us. Books are entertainment like the movies, Mrs. Darling. You and your friends like entertainment a lot, it appears. Mrs. Darling crossed her arms. We stopped laughing. Was that a question? I wondered. I wasn't sure what the right answer was. It felt like a trick. By the silence, I don't think anyone else knew either. You like entertainment, and it's obvious you already know the art of vocal projection, as evidenced by your outbursts today. She pulled us in even tighter, so tight it was uncomfortable. I have just the opportunity for you all to utilize your talents to their fullest. Opportunity was one of those words adults use when they want you to do something hard. What was she going to drop on us now? Chapter 2. Witness Projection. What do you mean by projection? Cliché asked, hand on her hip. Great question, Cliché. Mrs. Darling pressed her hand on an oversized cheetah print scarf, which swooped around her neck like a medieval shield. As in the art of being heard. She widened her stance and performed to the entire library. As in the theater. She thrust her arms up toward the ceiling tiles. Making eye contact with her audience around the library, she thumped her chest and extended her right arm outward. As in projecting one's voice to the back of the theater. The class flinched at the sheer volume. Why is she yelling? Cliché whispered. I don't know, Marquis said, shrugging and sticking his fingers in his ears. Maybe she's mad. She's not mad, Janie assured us. She's talking about the smell of the grease paint and the roar of the crowd. People used to tease Janie about her lisp, but now they just see it as part of her, like her brown hair. Janie handed the book off to Cliché and joined in Mrs. Darling's show. She's projecting so the audience can hear every scrumptious word of the playwright. It sounded like Janie was now an expert on movies and the theater. Sorry, Mrs. D, and no disrespect, Janie, Cliché scoffed, but we're not interested in the theater, with its smells and greases and whatnots. She turned back to the enormous book of world records which she now controlled. Ma says I have a dramatic flair. Marquis stood straighter, smiling. Thud. Cliché dropped the huge record book to the floor. Oh, Marquis, Mrs. Darling cupped his face in her hands. You are just the kind of man I hope will show up at the auditions tomorrow. Did I hear someone is interested in a man? El Pollo Loco, Jose's alter ego, interrupted, stroking his imaginary mustache. Everybody watched. There is no need for, how you say, an audition. He gently took Mrs. Darling's hand. She attempted to pull it away, but Jose gripped it tighter and stared straight into her green eyes. I am the man you are looking for. I can assure you, my lovely library lady. I thought he might bend down and kiss her hand right on her old library green fingernail polish. She's telling us about the theater, Elle. Janie nudged herself between Mrs. Darling and Jose. He stepped back as if Janie were radioactive, releasing Mrs. Darling's hand. It's about acting, not about who you are. Janie thumbed her chest as Mrs. Darling had. Theater is about who you could be. She may not have been radioactive, but something had infected Janie, and it was the acting bug. Not being yourself? That could be a good role for you, Janie, Jose jabbed, flipping up the red collar on his uniform shirt. Ha ha! When no one laughed, he put his collar back down. Disappointed, Jose added, Just kidding. For the last couple of weeks, after multiple